Okay, so we are watching Dynasty tonight, and Dynasty is a gold 1 diva. This is what Dynasty said. I'm having so much trouble with diva at the moment. I feel like I know what I should be doing and where I should be most of the time. I'm still losing so much, so I must be doing something wrong. Probably true. So many games feel unwinnable when I go diva despite me doing what I think I should be doing. I try to dive out of position enemies, but if it's more than one person looking at me, I just take way too much damage. I do get a kill, often the enemy tank just holds W into my team and melts them. I feel like my success with diva is always based on whether or not my team gets run over by the enemy front line, and I don't know why. I mean, if that's happening, then you're probably losing games. Here's a game that was pretty close. I think I did pretty good on. Please tell me what I should improve on. Cool. So let's see what we got here. So I'm probably going to do this pretty quickly, relatively to my normal videos because it's kind of late. You have two supports here. You have a Moira and a Kiriko. Moira's not like the best healer for you, right? Because generally you're kind of playing off angles and diving in. So range healers like Ana are better, but it's still doable, right? Just remember that there's a Moira that exists. You can always come back to the Moira and heal. I would expect the Moira to play with my Cassidy here pretty much the whole time. So just fly back to your Cassidy and you know that you'll get healing. The Kiriko will be able to heal you at longer range, but it's going to be a little delayed. She can also Suzu to save you. So Jiren's going to be doing her own thing. All right, start. So to begin, like I like to scout at the beginning to just see like, hey, what do they got? Like for example, do they have a Widow? You can call out or ping that they have a Widow right away. And then I fire missiles at the spawn because why not? Unless they have a Zarya, and honestly, even if they have Zarya, it's like not really going to give her much energy, and she's going to lose it by the time she gets to you. So it doesn't hurt to fire missiles at the start to see what you get. All right, so you're up here playing with Sojourn, who's being an absolute madwoman. You did a phenomenal job saving your Sojourn here. That is an amazing play. I wouldn't have been doing that because I'm like, just wouldn't be thinking to do that because the Sojourn's just like so far up. I'd be like, okay, well, you're on your own because I don't want to accidentally eat a sleep dart and then throw. But you did a great job there. Okay, so Soldier right here. This is an easy kill, right? Shift, right? Boost into the Soldier, right? While activating missiles, and then he's stuck in a tunnel, right? He's gonna die there. Like even if he like puts down healing station, you're probably gonna kill him there. Okay, so you feel nervous of taking the fight. I think that's okay, right? Like things could go wrong. Like the Kiriko could come save, the Junkrat could come like behind you and like trap you in or something like that. But just noting that is definitely a possibility. Don't eat that Junkrat. See, now this is bad, right? Because you're activating missiles before boost. I think as a general rule, activate missiles after boost. You want to be so close to the missiles are virtually guaranteed to hit the target. Okay? In particular, because the missiles are projectiles and your cannons are hit scan, you want to be at a distance where both of them will land by aiming normally, right? Otherwise, you kind of need to lead them a little bit with the missiles, which means your cannons are going to miss, or you have to be hitting with the cannons, which means your missiles are going to miss. So generally, activate missiles only when you're getting very close to them, or you know they're going to be stationary. So for example, as you're flying in, not like the second right before. I know it seems like a minor thing, right? But like you lost like of the missiles so far, you're around halfway through your missiles and you've hit like 3 of them. Like 3 out of 10 plus, right? Also melee, right? Melee is a great opportunity to do this. Okay, force Kiriko, Suzu, and teleport. I think that's good, right? You're fine. So you want to make sure you stay in back a little bit, right? So you're too far forward right now. You need to stand back a little bit over here so that your Moira can heal you. Standing over here means that the Moira cannot see you anymore, right? So looking at it from again in free cam mode, like if you stand too far or too deep, the Moira can't heal you. It's just something that you just need to like be spatially aware of what's going on here. Okay, you've taken a lot of damage here. I know you're trying to hold high ground, but okay. I think you could have gotten that kill there, right? If your tracking was a little better, but it's okay. Right, your Moira's come up to heal you. Now you drop, which is weird, right? Because the Moira came up to heal you, and now the Moira's like, wait, why are you dropping now? Again, the Moira really never should have been playing high ground with you at all. The Moira should have been playing, on low ground with the Cassidy, keeping the Soldier alive, whatever. The Soldier's clearly going to be throwing here, right? So let's take a second and assess the situation. So you're down 1, which means you're highly likely to lose this fight. But what could you do in this situation? Well, you have an Ana who's way the hell in the back. You have these 3 people over here. Here's the problem, is that, like, there's a lot going on over here. You have 2 options. Number 1, you try to kill the Ana, right? But the problem is the Ana's, like, really far back. Like, even if you kill the Ana here, you eat the sleep dart and the nade and everything, like, coming back to the fight is probably no good. So I think my plan is I fly over here and just try to keep my team alive, right? Flying over here and just DMing all of this to prevent them from doing damage. And ideally, you want to fly in a route that probably takes you up, over, and then behind the cart, and then you just DM this, and keep your Cassidy alive, and then just like start cranking damage in, because the Sigma is clearly like trying to kill the Kiriko, right? So like whatever. So over here, just keep him alive, right? Between the Cassidy, the Moira, and then once your DM runs out, you should be able to kill some of these people and possibly turn this around. It's not a great play, but like of the options you have, I think this is your best option. So you focus Soldier, get a kill. I think this is okay, right? The problem here is, again, the Ana's going to sleep you, right? I think, again, I don't think you want to be flying over here. Just this is tough, right? Because this is like such a weird situation with like your Cassidy is behind them now. So if we roll back, right, you actually want to be helping this duel over here. So I kind of like been thinking about that the whole time, is that I want to help my Cassidy win this duel, because there's no way I'm going to carry this fight, right? I have to keep my Cassidy alive here. So yeah, I mean, this is really tough, honestly. Like, I don't really know how you can turn this into a winnable fight. Definitely standing over there shooting the shield is not the viable play. Alright, so let's play this back. Okay, you come down. Alright, again, you notice you pop missiles a few, like tenths of a second too early, right? Because you notice your missiles are actually going to start hitting the top over here instead of hitting your actual target, right? And then you miss several more. You're popping missiles. I think that's probably a consistent problem, I bet. I can recognize is that you're consistently doing this too early. So you fly back to default, which would be normal if your Moira was playing here, but your Moira is not playing here, so like everything is wonky now. Your Cassidy is fragging. Okay, your Cassidy went to the back line, despite the fact that he's been low health the whole time, has gone and killed the Ana. So you just need to be like, okay, like I need to really try to. Okay, you need to kill this jump for sure. Stop matrixing, because like it's not gonna get any better. All right, now, all right, you're gonna get better. So the reason why I say stop matrixing is that you have to kill him in the first few seconds there, right? Right when the Kiriko commits, like this is your moment. You must kill the Junkrat right here, right? So you have to fly up. It doesn't take very much, right? Just like a few cannons and a melee, and he dies here instantly. But your tracking's like a little off, right? And then now you're matrixing, where it's like, okay, now you're finally gonna kill. You're backing out. I think this is still okay, right? Again, it's tough without the mechanics, but I think that you still made the call, realizing you were gonna get the kill and backing out. Stop shooting. Okay, so yeah, I think forcing the soldier off high ground here is the right call, right? Again, without too much healing, I think you gotta be careful here. Also, remember that you're feeding the Junkrat ult charge. Okay, he's already at 90%, so you doing stuff like that is constantly getting junk closer to Tire, which is not something that you can do anything about. You're one of the worst possible tanks to deal with Tire, because all of your attacks are close range. Okay, so you end up losing your mech here, right? So let's kind of analyze. Why do you lose your mech? You're full health right here. Okay. Okay. You're back. So you're playing high ground. Okay. Again, no need to be taking this fight. You really don't need to shoot that trap unless you're planning on walking to that spot, because your team is clearly not going to show up on this cliff anytime soon. I didn't realize this is an 8-ball on it. So I mean, I think you just matrix here and walk off the cliff and then go back to your team and go heal, right? Now you're down to 218, right? The Junkrat's in your face. You're at 163. You get slept, and because you're so low, it's really hard for your team to see. Like, you see the Kiriko's trying to kill you right now, right? Again, turn and matrix right now, right? Or boost. Yeah, you can't even do either, right? I think that you just made a mistake just getting too low. Now that you lost mech, you're basically out of the fight. So like, yeah, the soldier kills you. Could you have better movement here to not get heal? Like, really, Helix, yeah, but I'm not gonna fret about that. Right? That fight was lost the second you lost your mech. Alright, so now you're regrouping. Yeah, I wouldn't fret about matrixing those. Like, whoever she's shooting at is really far away. It's just simply not going to be your job to protect them back. Okay, your soldier just got killed. Because your soldier's definitely throwing here. It's possible, based on how good your Cassidy is, it's possible your Sojourn and Cassidy are queued together. And the Cassidy is the higher SR person, and the Sojourn is the lower rank one. That's something I always think about when one person's playing like significantly worse, is the game might still be even, simply because they're offset by somebody on my team who's actually very, very good. This is not a practical thing to be doing, right? You're doing like no damage. Okay, and you just walk off. You're doing no damage right there, and you're feeding ult charge. Oh my god. You see this trap, right? Weren't you even shooting the trap? Yeah, you see the trap. You definitely didn't kill it, right? You didn't get elimination sound or anything, and then you fly to the trap. Oh man! And now your Moira's gotta come over. I just used a bunch of charge to keep you healed. Okay. So let's focus for a second, okay? What's my job? Well, you kill people when it's possible, right? I think one of the things that with D.Va that you need to recognize is that you need to let them kind of come in and give space, okay? As D.Va, you can't just like sit in the front with a Sigma and fight them. And you seem to be aware of that, right? You're definitely not doing that, but you're also not committing enough to force the side to leave, right? So the soldier and junk have just basically farming you for ult charge, right? Let's look at it from the soldier perspective, right? Let's roll this back. Okay, so he comes out. Okay, this is D.Va, right? Like, you see he's taking no damage from you. Like, he's eating damage from somebody else, but not from you, right? And he's shooting you. Okay, it's like, oh, I'm going to heal station. I'm just great. You're using Matrix. Like, I'm not in any trouble. The Kiryu comes to me. I'm going to get healed up, and then I go right back in, right? You're not doing anything there meaningful to change the nature of this fight, right? So, you get trapped. You get healed. Okay, you reset. Now what's my goal? It's not to kill Sigma, right? Unless the Sigma's like truly alone here, right? He can also rock me and do a bunch of other things that are very, very bad here. Yana's playing way back, right? This junk is exposed for sure, right? I don't need to kill him necessarily. I just need to force him to start using resources. Ugh, okay, yeah. Your Cassidy is absolutely fracking here. Okay, so they've used Path, right? But they're down 2. Again, I think you just Matrix your Hanzo here, right? They have Path. They can kill really quickly here, right? Okay, Matrix. Okay, he pops a rock. So, just backing up here for a second, okay? You Matrix for a little bit. Okay, now you dive the Kiriko, right? Now I commit, because now it is, 5 on 3, right? Just dive in there. Just shift into the Kiriko, pop everything. Right? I don't know why you're not shifting. Another Kiriko gets away. Okay. So this is fine. You did a good job dodging those mines. That junk is insane. You can still get the kill there. I honestly would still get this kill. This junk is probably your soldier. Okay, they get lifted. Matrix. Oh boy, nice. Okay, now you get the kill. Your Cassidy is absolutely carrying your team. I think the fundamental issue here is, and first of all, I mean I think this is kind of like a tough map for D.Va. It's certainly not unplayable by any means, but you're having a lot of trouble finding ways to just be impactful. And I think that's kind of coming through. Okay. So again, one of the things that's tough that Kiriko's changed is pre-Kiriko days, I would dive the soldier. Like, I look down the hallway, realize there's no support there, I dive him. But now that Kiriko's there, it changes the calculus a lot. I need to be much more careful. Right? So, Hog's on the field, right? Now your job is make the Hog as useless as possible, right? Great. Hog is bad. Definitely. Okay, so let's back up. When do you hear the visor? Reload the Hog. Okay, so you hear it right now. I'm walking forward and I'm matrixing this. Alright, you did a reasonable job. Okay, now you boost and kill. For the record, you don't need to matrix the whole thing, right? You just need to matrix enough that your teams can get the cover. / when you're in the soldier's face, he can't hit anyone because you're going to be body blocking the shots for them. All right, so really important, when there's a Hog, your job is to mark the Hog, right? Wherever the Hog's going to go, he's looking for hooks. Just A, try to avoid being hooked, right? Especially in a bad position. B, no. Oh man, I thought you were going to fall that. Okay, all the things have gone wrong here. So you want to be marking the Hog, right? The Hog's coming in, and the Hog knows that he's going to be feeding ult charge like nonstop. He's got to be landing hooks here, right? So you can play patient here. It's not your job to push the pace. You don't have to be like, I have to dive in and fight right now, right? He's on offense. He's playing Hog. He has to land hooks. Just stay close enough to him that you can matrix whoever gets hooked, right? Now you're doing the exact opposite, right? You're flying into the enemy team, these people that your teammates can't see because they're behind cover, and the Hog is free to hook people. And you're just shooting nothing, right? This is what I call the school of fish problem, right? You know, when a shark goes after a school of fish and it's really hard because there's so many and they scatter and you don't know what to shoot. So right now, there's 2 different targets here that you can shoot. You instead shoot neither one of them multiple times, and then you land on the Kiriko, and then you fire a bunch of missiles into the wall, and now you're using missiles on the Junkrat, and the Kiriko, for the record, you just saw her drop to 1 health in front of you. It's like very quick, But you should see this. How, right? Just like, you know, I can slow it down, but you can see on the screen that she's super, super low. You should have been shooting the Kiriko to begin with. Number one, because she's a support, which means it's much harder for her to heal herself than it is to heal other people. Number two, she's right next to you. She's literally, like, meleeable. Like, you should just unload on her right now instead of trying to kill this Junkrat around the corner. If you use missiles on her right away, she's pretty much dead here, right? She's definitely dead when she gets hit by what I presume is a Hanzo arrow. Oh, okay. I think you should practice more deathmatch if you're going to be playing D.Va, right? This is a very easy kill. Like, you miss everything here. All the way down here, and then you miss the melee, and now you're in the middle of the team. You need Matrix. At least you do a good job matrixing out, right? Go to the Mega, go to the Mega, go to the Mega, go to the Mega. No. Yeah, alright, you did a good job not running into that. Okay. Hog's loose. You can hear the Hog behind you. Don't worry about this. You don't need to fight these guys. Like, you already picked the Junkrat. Right? Your team's already 5-on-4. They're not making any progress on the cart. Don't try to fight all three of them. Right? All you're doing is feeding Ultra right now. Okay, now you're where Pop's Coalescence. Right, you go for the Hog. I don't know why you're matrixing. Just kill him. Right? Again, Hogs, even if they hook you, don't really do very much damage. You don't have to fret about it. As long as you're not low, especially if you have armor, you're not gonna take much damage. Don't even bother me. Just back out. Right? You have bomb here, right? This damage you're gonna do, all it does is feeds their support's ult. Right? They're all gonna get healed up before a fight happens anyway. So don't even bother trying to do chip damage here. You already have ultimate. Okay, so you're tracking, figure out where they're gonna go. Okay, great. So you come over here. So this is dangerous. Right? Because you're very close and the Junkrat is also here. If he hooks you, you cannot matrix, which means you could take a lot of damage here. So I don't think that I want to play this, right? Just like face taking and just like trying to matrix as long as I can. Because, like, you definitely can die here. I think, instead, understanding that they're going left, right? First of all, think, is anyone actually hookable by the Hog? Right? When he comes out here, that's way too far away for him to land a hook. You don't need to be playing here, like in his face. Okay? Instead, you have many, many, many options, right? But probably one of the good options is just to play, right, over here, okay? And just like jiggle peek a little bit, right? Force him to come around. If he comes around, you can drop, right? You could also play all the way back here and just kind of pepper them, right? And yeah, you're not doing a lot of damage, but the Hog is on a timer, right? The Hog has to do something here in order to get value. Right? Otherwise, he's just throwing. You face taking here is not a good idea. Again, having a lot of trouble with your movement, the aim, and the missiles. I think you should deathmatch a ton. I know people hate it when tanks play deathmatch, but you should deathmatch a lot. Okay, so what just happened there? All right, so you're still marking the Hog. Whatever you're doing, they don't even bother shooting. All right, your Kiriko died, but it's something you do. Okay, you did a good job, right? Keeping your Kiriko alive here. Right, you should be moving backwards, right, the whole time. Okay, you do this. So, you don't need to matrix this, right? You can just tap matrix here briefly, right? Because you really want to ride this backwards. You don't want to stay close to the Hog, because if you get low enough here, he's just gonna hog and kill you. Okay, you just killed your Hanzo somehow. Where is your Hanzo? Okay, your Hanzo's trying to kill him here. This is a bad call by your Hanzo. I don't blame you for this. There's nothing you could have done. Like, even if you used boost, like even if you knew that was gonna happen and you couldn't have boosted to him, at least the Hog would have been doing. Okay. So let's think about this fight against the Cassidy, okay? You got two options when you boost here. Number one, you can be like, I'm going to instantly kill this guy. In which case, don't bother with Matrix, right? And just go all out. Missiles, guns, melee, just try to kill him right away before the supports can react. Number two, right? That's if you're like, my plan is to kill him before the supports can do anything. Number two is if you don't feel confident getting that kill, right? Start missiles, start boost, and then immediately Matrix, like after like half a second of shooting him, because he's probably going to throw sticky here. Okay, because ideally he throws sticky first to blow your armor, right? To reduce your damage quickly. Does that really matter anymore? I don't know if that matters. But anyway, most Cassidys throw the sticky like pretty much right away, and then just try to boop him off, right? Get him low, but don't worry about the actual kill. The problem is you kind of do. I think you're trying to go for the kill here, but you're like kind of missing a lot, right? And again, missiles, right? You activate missiles now way too late. Oh. Right, let's go back to this. Right? I activate missiles like right now. Right? You're already up in him. You still haven't activated missiles. Again, if missiles, he would already be dead, and you wouldn't have to worry about it. And you would have to chase him. Okay, yeah, you go to the card to kill him, but that's just lucky that the supports weren't available to heal him. Okay. I think Matrixing there is the right call, right? You saw your purple Cassidy there, right? You want to keep your Cassidy alive. So you want to Matrix the whole thing here, right? Also, whenever your Cassidy does high noon, always Matrix them. Not that it was self-hook, right? Matrix, follow the Cassidy here, right? You do not, especially as Cassidy's carrying, there's no reason to stop that, right? Keep Matrixing him, like the whole way. Walk with him into garage if you have to, right? Because the whole team's not going to shoot you. They're just going to focus on the Cassidy, right? Now you're all alone, and your carry potential is not great here. So, you pop bomb here, right? What's the right call? Well, first of all, like, is this fight even winnable? It's hard because I'm not like tracking the. Normally, I'm like super good at tracking like who's up, who's down. It's hard because when I'm spectating and I'm pausing a bunch, I have no idea who's up. So right now, you have just you and the Kiriko here, and you have two who are really far away, and the Cassidy's still dead. So this is a 1-on-3 situation. I don't think I'm bombing here, right? I think I'm just like, you know what? Is this true? So you get two options, right? I think the card was a little further back. I don't think I bomb. I think in this situation, I guess I bomb because I don't think I'm going to be able to get back in time to contest this if I don't bomb this. Okay, so let's assume, hey, we're going to bomb this, right? Where do you go? By the way, you can hold spacebar when you come out of Diva Bomb, and you'll fly up in the air, which would work if there's not the bridge right behind you. So yeah, hopefully you would have flown straight up and potentially even landed on this bridge, which would have been fantastic. So, do not follow the Hog. The Hog is the worst possible person to follow here, right? You want to find a safe spot to get your mech back. Well, what are my options? I can go in here, right, with the Kiriko. Could possibly headshot me. I could go in here with the Ana, right? Or I can go this way in with the Ana. I think in this situation, I go here and just kind of pray that the Ana, like, around this corner. It's kind of tough, and especially tough to do live, right? Because I was looking for this way, I may have gone over here, right, and just jumped and mech'd and just like hope that the Kiriko doesn't land headshots. I think that's probably what I've done. I think the ideal option might actually even be to follow the Ana in here and then pop mech right behind her. But definitely, this is not what I would have done, which is go towards the Hog. Right? It's very lucky the Hog didn't just follow you and kill you. All right, you have mech back. What's your goal? Well, your goal should be to get out, because remember, your team is down. Your team is down right now. You're not winning this fight. You need to buy your team probably 5 to 10 seconds to come back to this fight before you can do anything. I boost, I go to roof, and I leave this fight right away. Right? This, okay, again, missiles activating way, like, first of all, you're not getting a kill here. Like, don't even bother using the missiles. Like, it's a meaningless amount of damage because the supports are all here. Oh, just lose mech right away. Like, I don't really understand your thought process here, where you're like, okay, I'm gonna try to. I don't even know where we are. Okay, we have mech, right? Like, I don't know why you're staying here when you still have boost. Like, what's your plan? Your missiles certainly aren't gonna kill this guy, right? He's got 2 supports with him. Just leave, right? Okay, now you're like, oh man, I'm really gonna kill this junk, and you might have killed the junk, but I don't think that was the right call, right? And you're still not gonna kill the junk. And your poor Maru is like just trying to save you. So again, I think you just boost the roof, right? Let's see what happens if you boost the roof. So if you boost up the roof, right? Up there. Let's see what happens. Okay. So your Moira comes out, right? Shoot up here. You come down. The Moira heals you, right? Then you could play the Hog. You could save your Kiriko from this hook, right? So then it would be still 3 on 4 with Hog having no hook. You play slow, right? You play in the back line. Because again, your whole team is just trying to come forward to try to play off you, right? Your Widow comes out, maybe gets a pick, maybe not. Right? Like, you just staying on cart just through the fight completely. Like, it's not an easy fight to win, but it is a winnable fight, and those fights are won. Cassidy going Widow was a mistake, but you know, is what it is. Okay. Or I guess it's your Hanzo or whatever going Widow. Okay, so you come up right now. Great. They just throw. There's like nothing you could do here. I don't even think I contest the cart. Like everybody's dead before me. I'm just feeding 650 health with a full charge to the enemy. Like you're stalling for like a few seconds, but it's not gonna make a difference. Like there's. Yeah, I mean your team just got here, I think. And like with a Widow, there's like no way you take this back in this angle. I think you just play for next, right? Again, losing mech here prevents you from being able to have a fight here, right? Which is a great place to have a fight. Now you're like, oh god, now I gotta fight, I gotta get mech back, and you're dead, and you're staggered, and they're gonna push it around this corner. This corner is a really hard place to take, actually. Right? It's like one of the strongest defensive spots. I think this is actually harder to take this corner than the next one, which is next to the trailers with the Mega. Right? Again, you know, you're staggered, the rest of your team is staggered, you're just not playing well as a team at all. Again, this shooting right there, dude, does no damage. Right? Focus less on the shooting from that distance, like you do like 1 damage a second. Now you're really trying to force this fight, right? But is your team ready? Is your team able to do anything to help you? No, they're not. Right? I think you just need to have like a little more patience. Okay, good job, right? You zone the hook, right? You LS'd it, right? Keep in mind, like, where's your healers? Oh man, your healers went Lucio and Zen. Okay, I honestly think at that point, like, if I recognized that coming out, I would have just switched tanks because you're not gonna be able to play D.Va to Lucio Zen. Okay, don't jump. I feel like tell these people this all the time, but don't jump. Jumping is actually not effective at dodging shots, and it makes it really hard for you to land shots too. Right, so you want to play a little forward here, but not enough to actually, you know, die, right? Very important. You get your mech. I appreciate that. You play patient here, right? Your Lucio dies. Again, you know mech, so what are you going to do? Again, missiles from so far away, right? Hopefully this replay has helped you understand like how little damage the missiles do. Like the Ana's not taking any damage here, right? Imagine if you have missiles right now, this Kiriko could die. Right? Just not good missiles usage. And now you're gonna lose mech. Again, for what? Right? You think you're gonna wipe the cart all by yourself? No, just wait. Just wait for your team. Play with your team. Alright, I'm not gonna look at the rest of the defense. Let's worry on offense. I mean, I honestly only like Matrix maybe like the first two, and don't worry about the rest, because you need that Matrix. Okay. Yeah, shooting the reset this far away, not plus plan, right? Again, frontlining, yeah, there you go. Play high ground, right? Figure out what they got, where people are. Okay, you took some damage, that's fine, right? So, again, the key to taking this corner, right, is two different things, right? This high ground and the cliff side. Once your team controls this space and that space, they must move backwards or they die. That's pretty much universally true. The third option is somebody flanks through tunnel. That's slower and less reliable, and there's only certain heroes like Tracer and like Reaper that can consistently do that, right? Everybody else pretty much needs to do this and that, okay? So your perspective should be as the card advances, and remember the card's not here yet, right? You got time. You don't need to be rushing this and being like, oh, because you're feeding ult charge too while doing this, right? And not really doing any damage or having any impact, okay? They're a much better poking team than you are. This is not, let's stand at a distance and poke each other down. This is, you know, I'm going to dive in and make a lot of impact really quickly, and I'm also going to be staying in situations where they cannot adequately fight. Okay, you already have the high ground control right now. All right, just think. Okay, okay, so you're diving into two people here. I don't know what your plan is. Junkrat's mines do 120 damage, right? As does his pipe. Okay, so he can kill you in basically 6 hits. Anna can sleep you, Anna can grenade you, and she does 70 damage a shot. In what world are you going to be able to kill these two heroes? Hero comes in to save you, okay? Now the Bastion's like, oh, okay, free kill on the D.Va. You luckily, by the skin of your teeth, somehow manage to get out of that. But now you're super low. And imagine, look how low the Orisa is, right? Imagine you've just been focusing on the Orisa the whole time. Instead of this boost right here, right? Instead of this boost, which is really forcing it, okay, with a Junkrat who's constantly just spamming you from there, just shift over here, right? oh, look who's all alone over here. A Bastion. I didn't even know about the Bastion, right? But like, imagine you went over here, you help your team, right? The Soldier and the Kiriko take this cliff, okay? You push the Bastion back, maybe you can kill him, right? You can conceivably fly in from behind, boop him off the cliff or boop him towards your team, and he dies. If you fly in right here, he dies. Even the Kiriko comes, he dies here. There's no way this Bastion's gonna live if you fly in right here, okay? But again, you take this cliffside, and then what's this Orisa going to do? She's not going to get shot from main and from here. She's going to have to back up. You don't always need to play for kills, okay? And especially when the skill levels are equal, getting kills is very hard because everyone knows how to play and knows what you can do, right? It's much more about taking space. Take one corner, one position at a time, and wear them down. All right, so you go in, you're going to lose mech, right? Once you lose mech, you're going to lose mech. Right, you managed to barely get away. So you get healed up again. Get fully healed. Right, the 200 health, right? 180 health. That matters. That really matters. Don't be so cavalier about it. Okay, the end is low ground. So I wish you had full health, but this is definitely a dive opportunity, right? I shift, I activate missiles, I activate gun, and then I immediately matrix her. Right. Again, missiles from too far away and boosting not in time. Right, and then you activated what? You matrixed her while her back was turned to you. Right? It's like her back's turned to you, you're still matrixing. And now the Bastion's like, oh, sweet, free kill. And the Bastion free kills you. And now you lose mech. And no matter what the rest of the team does, you have thrown this fight. Fine. Reset. Plenty of time. 3 minutes. Plenty of time. Okay, again, don't worry about matrixing Orisa's attacks unless somebody's super low, right? Orisa doesn't actually really do very much damage, especially at range. Okay, again, I want to push this Bastion back. Okay? This distance. Look at this Bastion, right? You've been shooting at him the whole time. Does he look like he's taking damage to you? Is he being healed? No. You've done 25 damage to him so far. Like, it's not even worth shooting him, right? It just makes it easier for you to hit. Okay, this is fine, right? The Orisa wants to commit on your team, right? Out of line of sight of your team, fine, that's fine. Do that. Okay, again, you're obsessed with trying to eat all the money. Like, this is just random spin over top. Someone dies to it, someone dies to it. There's nothing you can do about that. You have other things to do. You must create space. Okay, fundamentally, your Orisa is just sitting here, preventing the car from moving, preventing your team from advancing. You must do something that helps your team advance. Okay? Again, when the Orisa commits in, yeah, good, right? Now you take some damage. Okay, now's your opportunity. What space are you taking here? Are you going to fly up top and try to take this solo fight against the Junk? I don't think so. Junk's pretty far away. Okay, but again, you have options. Just fly, right, over here, okay? And then the Orisa has to leave. Like, what, the Orisa's going to stand there or let you shoot her in the back? Like, you're much closer to her, like, over here, right? Assuming she has the backup. She's not going to play this angle forever, right? You're going to be pretty close to her over here. She has to go backwards or she'll spin into you or something. Great. When she spins into you, the cart will advance. Then you just fly over her, you reset, and you keep going. You decide to take the one-on-one fight against the Junk, right? Again, you definitely get this kill, right? It's very lucky the Kiriko doesn't see this or anything, and the Bastion doesn't kill you, right? You don't even keep matrixing it. When you're like, oh, hey, you go in, you kill a Junkrat. Right, you see how all your missiles miss. Like, basically, this is all just guns and somebody else helps you, okay? The Bastion matrixes you, just hide behind the fixed station, right? Just walk to the right. You're like matrixing as though there's somebody behind you that you're protecting. Just walk behind the sign. Okay, now look to re-engage. Okay, your Genji's in. Dash and missile him right now. Right? Like, you waited so long, and now your Genji, right? If you kill him there, your Genji gets reset back and he lives. Okay, so that would be a 2-person swing. And are you even gonna get this Bastion kill? You are not. That's a 2-person swing right there. If you've just gone in with your Genji, who had a good instinct to recognize the Bastion was in a bad position, right? You matrix, right? I honestly just walk in the tunnel because you're gonna deal with the rest of this. Okay. All right, you have a minute and 51 seconds left. Lots of time. All right, still lots and lots of time. Okay. Again, I'm not thinking to fight this Genji or the Junkrat, right? The Kiriko is gonna see you fly over, and then she's gonna help the Junkrat. Okay. Just focus on taking. That's the cliffside. Right? They're already going backwards. You don't need to do anything. Just land on top of the gas station right now. Right? They all dropped. Land on top of the gas station. Great. Oh no! This is a throw. Did you actually run out, or did you? First of all, I don't even know why you're boosting into this. I think that's there's 5 people here. Like I don't know why you think that boosting into 5 people like that surround you in like 360 degrees is gonna be an effective strategy. A, but B, like they're already on low ground. Just hold the high ground. Just stay on top of gas station. They're all trapped in gas. They can't go anywhere. Yeah, you cancel it. You cancel the boost. This is a huge mechanical error. Right. Now you pop bomb. Right? Your Genji blades. Right? Again, Genji definitely the best player on your team. Probably the best player in the game. Is absolutely carrying you because you did nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Okay, so they're running double projectile. You're one of the best possible tanks against Pharah, right? So great. Again, not necessarily to kill her, but just to simply make it really frustrating. Yeah, I think this is a reasonable dive. Yeah, great. Right? Pharah's an idiot. Great. You ate the sleep, kill the Ana. Right? You can also try to make a grenade, but the timing's really tight. Okay, I think it's fine. You're like, okay, I don't want to lose mech. You go back, right? You gotta kill the Kiriko with the Restun card. You look for the Ana. You don't see the Ana. That's fine. You get ready to go back. Yep. Remember, so Orisa ulti is actually line of sight, so you don't need to walk out of the radius once you have the cart blocking. I probably would have still killed the Ana. Right? The Ana doesn't have a grenade. She has 100 health. Like, you could literally just Matrix here and just melee her to death. But, you know, it is what it is. So, right here, she pops it. You don't need to leave so far. I can just play the opposite side of the cart. Right? Just here, right? Wait for it to end, jump on top and kill her. Okay, so I have high ground control. Okay, wait, how did this happen? Okay. Right, so you found the Bastion. I don't know if you didn't know the Bastion was here before, because the Bastion was definitely easily killable if you realized the Bastion was there. But let's say that you didn't know that. Right, you play high ground. Okay, this is okay. Again, here's the problem, is that you can't really do much damage to the Ana from here. Right? I think this is fine. I think you think about, like, okay, what is their team doing right now, right? Because clearly they're focused on something. Thankfully, not anything of value, right? So I think this is fine. I think you just need to push the pace like a little bit more, right? You're too far away. Okay, so now you're activating missiles, right? You're blowing up the Ana. This is fine, right? Now you force both supports in the room, right? I think you Matrix that, right? When she's coming back out, you know that she doesn't have grenade. Right? I think she grenaded herself. She's definitely going to be looking to sleep you. Remember, always assume cooldowns are available for the enemy team, unless you have seen them use it. Seen or heard them use it. Okay? So the second I see this Ana coming back out, I'm like, she's going to sleep. Right? Sleep and grenade. She hasn't used grenade yet. Right? You should be matrixing this. Does anyone wake you? No, they do a good job. Okay, they pop Path. Right? I got to think, okay, what are they trying to kill with Path? Well, they killed my Sojourn. I have no idea where the Sojourn is. Okay, she's high ground. You were slept, so there's nothing you can do about it. Right, Matrix. Okay, your Ana's good. Kill the Orisa here, good. Right, potentially kill the Junkrat. You maybe still could have killed him. So again, once you see this, stop shooting the Junkrat. There's 2 supports. You're never gonna kill the Junkrat in that situation. Right? Don't even worry about it. You don't actually do that much damage. Right? You're kind of bursty when you have missiles, but that's fine. Right? Kill this. Right? Again, I don't think you're gonna kill her anyway, as long as the Ana's like you see the Ana's just pocketing the. Yeah. Now it's like, okay, I'm clearly not gonna kill. They're reset. They're all full health. Just Matrix and walk backwards. Right. Good. Right. Don't take any much chip damage. Right. Again, yeah. Walk backwards so that the Ana can heal you. Okay. Tyre's coming. I don't know what you do against Tyre as D.Va. I think you just run away, fly up in the air, because you just don't want to lose mech along with everybody else. You can chase down the D.Va, the Junkrat though. You heard him in the left doorway. Right, you hear him left, so he's got to be either first floor, second floor, or third floor, right? I assume he's not in the first floor, and it doesn't quite sound like that. I know it's hard for me to describe, but first floor is pretty dangerous. I assume he's going to be on the second floor, so I boost up, and I activate missiles, hoping to kill the Tyre and hoping to kill the Junkrat. But, like, not responding to it at all is the weirdest of your choices. And then you fly to a spot that exposes you to all 3 of them. I think maybe you thought the Junkrat was back here, but the Junkrat's back here, it's really hard to kill him because now there's 3 people looking at you. Right? I think you fly inside there, and then you go kill a jump. Alright, you've lost 2, the fight's over, you leave. Right? Okay, good. So you got a good sense there. I think you're overall, like, you're having a good reason when you're like, okay, like, nothing's gonna happen here. It's just like a lot of micro mistakes. Okay, so I don't know what the plan is here. Like, you fly deep in here. First of all, is your team even here? Sojourn's here, right? Your Genji's not here yet, right? Don't go in yet. Don't go in yet. Second, why are you flying low ground? You're like a mobile hero that can take high ground. I don't know why you're flying low ground. Okay, now the Arisa's in here, and Arisa's gonna wreck you because Arisa's really good at close range. And now you're trapped, and now you lose mech, and now you have the pop bomb, and it's not a good bomb. And now you get your mech back. Right? Again, the Genji's just carrying you. He's managed to kill 3 when you did nothing. Okay, yeah, I think, yeah, that's fine. Prevent the jumper from killing anybody. It's absolutely astonishing how much your Genji is carrying this game. I feel like you're all gold, and the Genji's like diamonds. Okay, again, missiles. Wow. Like, again, you could easily kill this guy right here, right? Assuming you know the supports aren't there, which, you know, I don't know if you knew that at the time. But if you didn't know that at the time, then I don't know why you're fighting him at all. Just shoot him a little bit. Right? It's like either one of two options is true. Either the supports are here, in which case don't use missiles, or 2, the supports are not here, in which case dive him first, bump him and use missiles. That way, again, when you bump people with your melee, it moves them forwards in a predictable path, which forces them to get all the missiles. And now you've taken way too much damage, you're in danger of losing mech. Also, again, feeding a ton of our charge. That's fine. Reese is coming out. He's gonna Terror Surge, right? It's so obvious, like body language. Okay, you fly out of it. Matrix a little bit. Okay, great. Coalescence. You want to walk in front of the. You want to boost now, right? Because the Moira is gonna be zapping their whole team. Boost in front of the Moira, right? Just come in. Like, I don't know why we're playing slow here. Come in. That way you're. Yeah. So you did a good job reading this. Okay. Now they pop path. Okay. Now they have the advantage. Okay. Now I don't want to lose mech. I just want to chill. I just want to chill, and I want to eat Matrix as much as I can. Okay, well, we're still losing people. That's fine. I mean, it's what it is. Right? Boost the spawn. Don't lose mech. Okay, again, you're turning this corner first without your whole team here. Right? Your Sojourn is dead. Which your Sojourn dead? Okay, your Sojourn's alive right now, but your Genji isn't here, right? Again, your Genji can't help you at all. You're fighting 4-on-1 right now and using resources for nothing. And especially with how much your Genji is carrying, you really need your Genji to be in the fight. Like, it's a bad idea. Okay. Okay, check. Your Reapers here. Reapers are full. Okay, again, don't bump into the Orisa, right? Take the high ground from her. Instead of flying at her, right? Fly up here. Fly up here. Sit here. Okay? Or take left. Again, once you take left, they must back up, right? Then you go here, and then you take this high ground, and then they have to back up. And then you go here, and then you take this high ground, and they have to back up. And then you take trailer, right? And then you take right side, and then they lose. Like, stop trying to like get a kill right away when they're like all clumped together as a death ball with lots of healing. There's no way. Right? They're backing up. Again, you don't need to run. You don't need to run straight there. Don't take that much damage. Okay? You're taking like lots and lots of chip damage that you don't need to. Right? It's not productive at all. Now you have to fly back, so it prevents you from taking space. Okay. Go for the Reaper. Right? Zone the Reaper. Great. You eat this. There's nothing to do here, right? Don't be advancing. Like, this is not the time to advance. They pop Coalescence. Okay, your Genji is nanoed. You're trying to kill the Moira still. You pop bomb. Oh my god. Help your Genji. Oh, he did a good job. Genji's over here literally. I feel like almost every final blow in this game is the Genji. It's actually comical how much. Oh my god, I can't believe he didn't die there. He didn't mess up the timing of that. Right. Genji's still trying to do stuff. He can't. The team is too heavy. Okay, you're back. I mean, once overtime starts, the game's a mess. Like, again, she's faded. You're not going to be able to fly through that. I would have flown out through the other door at that point. But again, you're never going to win the fight by killing the tank. No, you missiles, like, you have to know. It's so obvious that he's gonna Wraith, right? He's not gonna be going in like that unless he has Wraith. Unless you've seen him use Wraith, assuming he has Wraith. Okay, you're taking a ton of damage again. Now they use Path, which means almost assuredly you're gonna lose here. Okay, you're not killing anything right now. You gotta focus. You're just all over the place. Right? You can fly up, get the Mega, come back. Right? There's people on cart right now. Fly up, get the Mega, get back. Alright. So just to kind of hammer this point home. Okay, you're gonna come back with mech. Let's watch the next, 20 seconds in its glory. Alright, you did something damage to Risa, who immediately gets healed. Try to kill Moira, doesn't do anything. You're damaging nobody. You're not even really hitting the Orisa. You're sort of injuring the Reaper, right? Reaper's back up. You're matrixing nothing. You hit nothing there. You're still shooting nothing. You're matrixing just the Orisa, who's not doing much damage. Now the Reaper's going. You don't have matrix for him. You can't save your Cassidy, who's being walked in on. Right? Now you're hitting just the Orisa, who's going to get healed again. Now you're doing nothing. Now you're missing. And now you're dead. Okay. I know it's painful to watch, right? But I think it's important to highlight, like, your prioritization when things are tense is not good, right? I think in that situation, just pick a support or a DPS if they're low and just follow them until they die. Like, there's no point in just like constantly switching a million targets. You must, over time, when you're on offense, is not about stalling for time. Frankly, it's also not that about defense, assuming that it's like this situation where you must push it forward, right? You have to get a kill to win the game. Simply staying alive is not a win condition. You must kill them unless you have an ulti or something else that's coming that's going to help you wipe them, right? In this situation, you have nothing. You must get a kill, isolate a support, kill the support, right? Or matrix the Reaper so that your DPS can get a kill and do something. You did none of the things, which is why you can't win that fight. Were you likely to win the fight? No, I would say probably 60-40 odds that the other team would win that fight, even if you're doing the right thing, right? But that's 40% more chance than what you had, which is, I would say, less than 5% chance. Anyway, summarizing. I would say number one, most notable thing that's easy to fix, your missile timing. You're popping missiles way too early all the time, right? All the time, missiles too early. Boost into people, activate missiles as you're like really like about to hit them, like ram into them, right? And then use the missiles to kill them at close range super quickly. Again, practice in deathmatch, it's very, very easy. It's not like a high skill thing to do. Your timing is just off. Number one. Number two, focus on taking space, right? Take off angles that force the other team to back up, right? And number three, punish people who are out of position and make mistakes. Don't try to dive into the enemy team like yourself or even with your team, because like that's not a great option. Like you're just gonna take a ton of damage and die. That's not what you're suitable for. If you want to do that, play Winston, right? Winston zapping 5 people, great. I'm doing 300 damage a second. Fantastic. I'm thrilled. Diva, not so good, right? Isolate people, get kills, protect your team. Hopefully that's helpful.